getting into the regulatory updates and trends that we've seen for FQHCs and RHCs, there's been several trends that we are seeing over the last few years. And it really started earlier this year in 2024, where CMS finally introduced the use of RPM and RTM for FQHCs. A lot of folks on the call here might have already heard this and be familiar with that, FQHCs were allowed to start doing RPM and RTM this year. All of our FQHC practices were really excited to do that, and they jumped on board to offer RPM, and we started seeing great results with that. And then with the proposed final rule for 2025 that came out in July, CMS is actually expanding those. And the two key changes that we wanted to highlight today is number one, CMS is planning to introduce individual CPT codes for CCM and RPM. If you are familiar right now, the G0511 code is what's used for CCM and RPM billing, but CMS is going to separate those and have individual codes that are going to be introduced in 2025. And then more importantly, with regular chronic care management in a private practice, there are add-on codes that allows for practices to bill for patients if you spend more than the allowed time for regular codes. In an FQHC setting, typically that wasn't the case. You could only bill for spending about 20 minutes of time for patients. But starting 2025, there's going to be add-on codes allowed for FQHCs, which is a very exciting update from CMS that shows really the value that they're seeing and how they're expanding these programs for FQHCs and RHCs. And we do have a lot of exciting updates to show you later in the presentation about how our product takes all of this into account, and especially in the add-on codes, how we can help your organizations.